I have never seen an NHL GM go off on the crowd like this, but in this Tampa-Toronto series that is absolute mayhem, that's exactly what happened. And I'll touch on it a bit more in a second, but I want to show what led to it. So in what was a hard-fought game that I honestly thought the Leafs did not play so well in, they were able to generate offense in the first, and with Tampa scoring late, they were tied at 2 apiece. Then in the second, after Radish scored, again, despite not playing that well, they were only down a goal. Now, I do have to mention Tampa's brutal stroke of luck late in the second, as Point appeared to score to give Tampa a very important 2-goal lead, but it didn't count as the ref had blown the play dead after losing sight, even though the puck was definitely loose. Just a terrible break. But it remained a 1-goal game, and it got tense, which led to this in the third. Kucherov flips it for Point to chase, which he does and goes hard into the boards, and immediately Kucherov and Stamkos are there to get on Morgan Rielly as a scrum broke out. We could see Point trying to get to the bench, and I don't know if maybe he got the wind knocked out of him or what, but he went down, and I thought he had broken something. But yeah, he goes down, and so while there wasn't a penalty called on Rielly here, there was one called on Kucherov for jumping him. So Stamkos, deciding he's going to take a key guy off the ice for the Maple Leafs, he goes after Matthews, and the two would fight, if you can really call it that. I don't think Matthews was given really much of a choice here, but they both got fighting majors, so it officially becomes the first time in NHL playoff history that we have two 60-goal scorers fighting. So anyway, with all of that taking place on the ice, there was more shenanigans going up in the stands. Twitter user The Coke and Tovers posted this clip of Toronto GM Kyle Dubas getting into it with the Tampa fans. And again, I have just never seen this. A GM even interacting with fans is something you don't see, but throwing F-bombs around, talking that trash, kind of wild. And now, it was tough to make out exactly what he was saying, but what was clear was Spezza staying out of it. He's on the side like, I don't see anything, I'm just gonna stay out of this one. So while I'm not sure what he said here, there was another video posted, and here it was much more clear what was said. Now, obviously, without full context of what exactly went on here, we're not sure what led to this, so I don't think it's fair to say his actions were super classless or whatever. And actually, because it's not physical or anything like that, it's kind of cool to see a GM this passionate. But what I will comment on is what one of the fans said. Now that one is interesting. Does this fan not realize half of the Lightning team is Canadian? I mean, Stamkos, Hagel, Cirelli, Jeannot, Killorn, Perry, Point, hell, even their head coach, John Cooper. They are all Canadian, and I'm sure I probably even missed someone. That's a pretty out-of-touch thing to say. But yeah, after all of this back and forth, both on the ice and in the stands, it led to a Leafs power play that they were not able to capitalize on, and with the time ticking away, it was looking like the Lightning were going to hold on and take it. But in the final minute of the third, goalie pulled, Nylander down low, shoots, O'Reilly's there to find the rebound, and he scored his second of the night, coming up huge for the Leafs again to tie it up late and force overtime, where the Lightning continued to be the better team in my opinion, but they just couldn't get it done. And when it appeared the first overtime wasn't going to solve much, a late offensive zone face-off, the Leafs get it, Rielly puts a soft one on net, and he scores, as who else other than Morgan Rielly was going to be the one. Toronto fans back home going wild, as somehow the Leafs pull off a huge victory in Tampa to take one on the road and also take the series lead 2-1. Now, thankfully, this series is only half over because it is a good one, and I'm excited to watch more of this. What a matchup. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.